550 KTRS, friend of the show. He's been on here before with his band. He's also the board chairman of the National Blues Museum. Where is that? Well, its grand opening is this Saturday. Rob Endicott, welcome back, Big 550 KTRS.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Pretty exciting weekend for you.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. We're really looking forward to it.
Tell us the journey. How did this all start? How did it end up in St. Louis, and how'd you end up here?
It started really, the building came first. There was a development going on downtown, the Mercantile Exchange District, and the developer was looking at, he was talking about, I should do a blues bar or something like that, but he's trying to figure out what to do with this deep retail. It's a big, old department store. So he's trying to figure out what to do with that retail space because it goes deep into the building.
Right.
And somebody said, well, you should do a St. Louis, like a Blues Hall of Fame or something like that. And somebody, they're just people talking and said, I think bigger, do a National Blues Museum. We sort of looked around and said, yeah, nobody's done this before. They've told the story of a region, the Delta Blues, or an artist. But nobody had told the whole story of the blues, so we really just decided to do it, sort of like Cleveland did with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right, and so this is the official, unofficial National Blues Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right. It's we don't call ourselves a Hall of Fame because there's another Hall of Fame that's in Memphis, and we just want to show respect. And, and we love Memphis and pay great tribute to them and Chicago and the other places. So it's really unofficial, but it does. We have some people involved in the project who really know what they're talking about.
This has been years in the making.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
5 years ago I got involved.
Yeah. So where did the funding come from?
Well, we got a big start off from Pinnacle Corporation, which is the owner of the Lumiere Place Casino.
Okay.
And they gave us $6 million as part of a They were doing some downtown development contributions and gave us $6 million that the city of St. Louis, frankly, helped us orchestrate.
Right.
And then we got some other sizable donations. That's by far the biggest one. And then we did a tax credit financing, and so that's how we got there.
Its world debut is Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
So what are some of the highlights? I mean, there's like a venue space where people can actually play and
exactly, yeah.
And
so there's a little a small performance venue that seats 150, 180, something like that. So we'll on opening day we'll have bands playing continuously, and then as we go starting in April, May, we'll start to have bands in there playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and then sometimes during the day on museum days, so people can actually see a performance, and we'll do films and lectures and other stuff in that space too.
Well, when you were here last time, we talked about this. Many people know just enough about music to be dangerous,
right?
And a lot of people don't. They know the blues, they think they know the blues and jazz and all that. You said that there was going to be some type of educational component for the layman to go in to sort of experience it and to learn and to appreciate what the blues and jazz really are.
Yeah, so our museum is interactive, and one of the interactives sort of really goes tandem with the story that you're seeing on the walls and in the artifacts, and that is you go in and you write your own blues lyric in the AAB form. And you sort of, and people who don't even know that, and okay, that's the lyric structure. And then you can log in, and then in other kiosks throughout as you're learning the story of the blues, you can add a guitar riff, you can add a harmonica riff, you can add a piano riff, and in various styles. So you're like, well, how would Count Basie have played this? How would Johnny Johnson have played this?
Right.
And so you learn those different styles as you're sort of seeing the story of the blues. And then at the end, you can go into a mixing studio, which that's the Jack White gave us $100,000 to do and it's rudimentary mixing. So you mix what you've assembled.
Right.
You put an album cover, you give yourself a blues name, you email the MP3 to yourself.
Oh my gosh, that is cool.
That's cool. That is really special. Okay, so it opens up Saturday, which means it's open for one and all, but
that's right.
Not everyone's going to get there Saturday. So how much and when is it open and going forward?
This is a paid museum, so it's $15 to get in, and then discounts for students and seniors and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
And it's open every day from 10 to 5. So it'll be open, we're having the grand opening on Saturday, but on Sunday, 10 a.m., we're still open for business, and every day after that.
You have to be busting out of the seams excited over this.
It's really, really super exciting, yeah. I mean, and I've told a lot of people, you know, I've seen it from nothing like words on a page, you know, like here's the story that we're going to tell, to sort of pictures and drawings, and you think, oh, is this going to be? I hope it's cool. I really hope it's cool. And then you sort of see as it comes up, it's like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah. I know in terms of outreach, this is going to be one of those places where Cardinal fans who come in from Arkansas and Memphis and Omaha will come and spend the day and visit something to see downtown. But have you done any studies as to the economic impact of something like this downtown?
Well, we have done some studies on what the economic impact from from the building of the museum, because that actually, you know, there's a lot involved in that.
Right.
And then we've done, and not as extensive as some. We were saving our pennies to try
Sure.
to try to do our interactives.
Right.
But so we did look at attendance models and that sort of thing, and
I mean, it's going to be a place where you got to hit, right? I mean, hell, come to St. Louis and see the National Blues Museum.
I think, so with the arch redevelopment project that's
Right.
going on down, which will make it easier to walk downtown from the arch. That's the whole point of it. So
Right.
our idea is that you come to the arch, it's like, well, let's go down and let's grab a pizza at Pie, or let's have some barbecue at Sugar Fire and hit the National Blues Museum. I mean, it's like,
Right.
why skip out of town without doing that?
Where is it? It's on Washington Avenue, what, 9th in Washington?
6th.
6th in Washington.
Right.
Right across the street from the movie theater?
That's right.
Right next to Robust Wine Bar?
That's right.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so right down there. And then I guess right a block away from that new Sugar Fire that opened up downtown.
Actually, Sugar Fire touches us, and in fact, you
Oh.
can go into Sugar Fire and look into the performance space from Sugar Fire.
Hey,
about that?
blues and ribs go together.
There you go. That is Rob Endicott, National Chairman of the Board Chairman of the National Blues Museum. Debut Saturday morning. Congratulations. Website.
NationalBluesMuseum.org.
We'll see you soon. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks a lot.
7:58 KTRS.